Yo, guys. So, it's Tuesday morning, and luckily I'm not waved, but I have something to say anyway. So, basically, on Instagram, I saw a video on how Avatar, the Blue People Avatar, not Airbender, Blue People Avatar is a White Saviour movie, and I want to say why. As a left leaning person, and as a person with ancestry from a country that was colonized, and some ancestry from a country that is currently colonized, I disagree with that. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding of a white savior, the white savior trope in movies, is when a white guy saves people from themselves, which is basically going to show that white people are needed for people to sort out their own problems. But that is entirely unapplicable to Avatar, considering they are literally getting invaded, that the Na'vi are getting invaded by people whose technology is eons above theirs. And because of that, realistically, they need a double agent to survive. That is not, I don't think the white savior trope applies there, on top of the fact that Avatar is all about transcending body and physical form and species, you know? Like, when Jake becomes an Avatar, he's not white, he is blue. He bonds with the country, the planet rather. He bonds with Neytiri, he falls in love with nature. Awa connects with him. He transcends that. He's not a white savior, he is a blue savior. And that's what makes Avatar beautiful in a lot of ways. The video basically said that the main characters who are chosen by Awa across the franchise, not just number one, the main characters who are chosen by Awa to do special things and like perform special feats are Jake, who, started off as a human, Spider, who is a human, and Kiri, who is, basically an Na'vi human hybrid. And yeah, I'm gonna refute that for the reasons as follows. We might not visibly see Awa except for that one shot in Avatar 3, but Awa is the true savior. Awa prevented Jake from getting killed by Neytiri in the first movie. Awa called the creatures of Pandora to fight on more than one occasion. Awa chooses to connect with Jake, Spider, Kiri at various points because Awa is a conscious being and Awa is intelligent like that because she's connecting with the free people who have the natural advantage, Awa is the natural consciousness of the planet, and when you have living resources, it's not magic, it's not Disney, it's not Harry Potter. Living resources are a finite thing, and Awa's superpower is the intelligence like that. So I think to write off that Jake, Spider, and Kiri are a representative of like white saviorism, I think it's far-fetched and I don't buy it. Let's also not forget that it's Neytiri that landed the kill shot in Avatar 1. That's a fact. If you're truly anti-colonialism, you gotta be careful and not be reckless with when you accuse things or movies or art or media or people of that. It is a very serious thing to accuse someone or something of being pro-colonial. And if we're gonna win the fight, we can't alienate other people, You gotta be careful. I'm gonna say something that not a lot of people probably want to hear, but I want to reiterate I'm saying it as a left-leaning person with ancestries from countries that have been or currently are colonized. Misusing accusations of racism or colonialism is misusing race against someone and is no better than the racists themselves. There. I said it straight up. So even if you're from a colonized place, if you misuse race to bring an individual or their works of art down, you're a racist too. I said it. The antidote to racism is not being racist back, it's being fair. I just realized this after finishing the video that a lot of people seem to hyper-focus on Jake being white and supposedly being a white savior, but overlook the fact that when he was a human, he was disabled. He couldn't move his legs, he needed a wheelchair, he was most likely paralyzed. Well, I don't know the medical ins and outs of that, but that's what I'll assume. But yeah, he was disabled, and the struggle that he had as a disabled person translated into character that allowed him to perform the heroic feats he did when he got the use of his legs back when he became a Na'vi. And the struggle he had as a disabled person actually puts him more in common with the Na'vi who are oppressed and struggling against the human colonizers. And that has to count too. That should not be overlooked. I don't think I've got anything more in mind, but if not, well, if not, take care.